I am very neon bright today. Hey everybody, welcome back to Bookish Days. I am Brad, your Sunday, and this week's topic is cover fraud, which basically means books with covers who were bad, but the books themselves were actually great, or books whose covers were amazing and the books themselves didn't live up to those expectations. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. These are books with bad covers, but the books themselves were actually really good. So first up, I have Cold Kiss by Amy Garvey. Now, some days I really like this cover, and some days I really don't. Like, for example, sometimes I think, oh, that's really cool how they put the rainbow shine on it, if you can see it. It's really cool, the typography. In fact, I have this font on my computer, as here, hashtag typography nerd. And I just love the blues, and it's just a very original cover. And then sometimes I think this cover is so weird. Why is her face chopped off? Why is she so up close? Why are her lips abnormally big? I guess I'm kind of the in-between with this cover. Some days I really like it, some days I really don't. But the book itself was actually really good. Okay, so this cover is really bad. And this is As You Wish by Jackson Pierce. Now, I love the wish typography and the stars, but this girl is horrible. Now, we really cannot hate on this cover because this book was published in 2009 and the cover was probably made in like 2008. So, it's definitely not good. It's so weird. Yeah, I love Jackson Pierce though, and all her books. And the last cover that was bad, but the book itself was actually really good, is A Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. Well, I am super disappointed with this cover because whenever it was on NetGalley and they were promoting it, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, this book sounds amazing. I want it so bad. I can't wait to see the cover. And then they come out with this, and it's that girl, she doesn't look human to me. Like the way her eyes are slanted, and just the way she's in. And then the background, like, I like the background, you know, like all the blue stuff, but I just don't like the girl on the cover. But I do love my high fantasy, so of course I really like this book. And now these are books whose covers were great, but the book was not. So first up, I have Struck by Jennifer Bosworth. It was just so weird, and yeah, I don't know. Like, it was just a weird book. But this cover is amazing. Like, this looks like a movie poster. Like, I love all the lightning strikes and, like, the debris everywhere. And, like, there's some places on fire in the cover. And it's a really good cover. And the final book I will be sharing with you today, Mask of the Red Death by Bethany Griffin. This is a fantastic cover. I just want to see who designed this. It was actually made by, like, 4 or 5 different people. They did a great job with all of this. Just the way, and even like the deckled edges and everything about this cover is great. I love all the reds and oh, it's just so good. Although I wish they would have kept the original tagline, which is Desire is Contagious, instead of Haunting and Beautiful. Melissa Marr, best-selling author of Wicked Lovely. I wish they would have kept the original tagline. Book, it was decent, and I may pick up the sequel. Okay, so that is all from me this week here on Bookish Days. So what are some of your cover fraud? I would absolutely love to know in the comments, so please tell me down below, and I will see you next week here on Bookish Days with our next topic, and happy reading.